Bam. Greet you the words of Assalamu alaikum, which means peace and blessings be upon you. And I mentioned both Jesus and Muhammad's names. Peace be upon them both because they were both the messages of truth and reality. And today we're going to talk about, this is entitled The Deception of President Barack Obama. And I want to get a senior's view. You know, it's not a young person. You can probably be a young person later on. And I have my co-host with me, Alderman Virgil Jones.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm glad
Alaikum
I'm here.
salam, sir. And I have the elder, the other elder, right
Thank you,
here,
sir.
Dr. Malik Kufian. And I'd like to inform people that him and Brother Boise were my mentors. And you know what, I was able to call them up in the inception of the Underground Railroad to get clarity and understanding because I was treading in waters that, frankly, I didn't know what I was doing. So I want to thank you. And as you say,
Yes, sir. Peace.
okay. And if you could tell somebody, the people something about yourself. I mean,
Okay.
they watch your shows anyway.
All right. Well, first thing I want to thank you and the elder, Brother Jones, for allowing me this opportunity. We've been doing this for a minute,
Okay.
not the 60-minute, but a minute
Okay.
in terms of years. And I think it's just like Brother Mark Sims just asked, why do we do it? We do it because it's a ministry. We started out in the church like so many of us, and that is a good thing. But in the city of Chicago, you got so many of those until you really need room. So we found room here at Chicago Assets, and we continue to do our social ministry and spiritual commentary and social commentary from this pulpit. And it's a matter of serving not only so-called our people, but serving the Creator.
Yes, sir.
Because the words that come from us, if we are properly in tune with righteousness,
Yes, sir.
can be an inspiration and a healing for others.
I know one thing, when you're on YouTube and you are blasting them on YouTube, and I'm just happy to subscribe to your website.
Yeah, I appreciate
An
it.
excellent job.
Appreciate it.
And first question I want to ask is, President Obama, did you have feelings of euphoria? Was you happy and elated when he became, as they say, the first black president? But I'm told it's John Hanson was the first black president, for clarity for those that are listening and have knowledge. But was you elated and happy?
Yes, just a little clarity on this. And since this is so-called Negro History Month, the United States of America as we know it, Barack Obama is the first true African American. There was a Negro before, but they was not calling it the United States of America at that time.
Okay.
And and I don't want to get off and all that because
He was a Moor,
yes,
not a Negro.
right, and well,
That's
right.
the difference.
It was a correct right. He was colored like this one is, but there has been a colored person before that was ahead of this country, regardless of what name they call it. Now to answer your question, the night that President Obama was elected, we had a show here, Brother Boys and myself,
Yes.
and probably somebody else.
The Herald,
And
yeah.
we were privileged to be able to take part in that historical process because while we was on the air, he was being declared.
Yes.
But be clear, even when he was running for the Senate and throughout his campaign to be president, and even on that night and even to this moment, I did not feel that he could represent me.
Okay.
He can represent me in color, but he cannot represent me as part of the lost and trying to be found nation of descendants of slaves. Wow. And I think it's important to understand that. He is a true African American. Our ignorant people want us to believe that we are African Americans. I reject that term,
Okay.
African. I accept American, but African, some people say this, some people say that, but I am not going to be identified by the name of a military person that defeated an African military person.
Hannibal.
And now ignorant Negroes and others tell me I'm an African anything. No, I ain't no African nothing, although I understand and I say I can go along with the so-called African designation, but Obama is a true African American. He's a Kenyan. And if he wasn't in America, he wouldn't call himself African American. He would call himself a Kenyan.